So this video is going to be about the service offering provided by Areculateir. So essentially, it's a trifecta. The service offering in totality is a trifecta of branding, funnel optimization, and meta advertisement. However, it's when it's, as it says, tailored service offering on the screen here. What is meant by that is that not everyone's going to need, say, branding or funnel optimization or meta advertisement. So we kind of can tailor it towards based upon what it is that you would need, and then we just go from there. So, but in a nutshell, the most simplest way to explain what it is that we're offering as a value is all of those things. We help you with your branding, help you with your funnel optimization, help you with your meta advertisement, and you'll be able to see some of the quality of branding in which we're able to produce and create for your brand. So if you're someone that's starting up from the absolute beginning, we'll build out the entirety of that, and you'll be able to see some of that process and what is entailed in regards to branding, as well as subsequently funnel optimization and also meta advertisement throughout the slides. But we're not going to go into absolute detail, albeit there will be information on branding and funnel optimization and meta advertisement, so that if you wanted to just watch that material to see whether the expertise is in fact there, you'll be able to see that be made apparent. So yeah, so if you're just someone wanting to get a quick idea as to what it is that we offer, it's kind of apparent that that's what we're doing. Branding, funnel optimization, and meta advertisement. So essentially with branding, we help you, quote unquote, build or unlock your cult-like edge. So the thing is with brands and branding, and there's actually a guy called Jared Toss I'm going to show on screen here as well, and most brands, is that they have a cult-like kind of essence to it, and Jared Toss is of the opinion that you need to produce propaganda, but those are all like very very polar kind of polarizing words to describe it, but like you have to kind of be extreme to get extreme results, so to speak. We want to prime you to get the best results you possibly can, and plus to have a cult-like edge is you're leaning into the niche aspect of things, and there's that saying, riches on the niches. But you want to be able to be palpable and potable and very attractive and magnetic to a very select group. But if you don't want to do that, we can also create your brand in such a way that it has a lot more of a mass appeal. But yeah, we can also help you build and unlock your cult-like edge. So essentially, when it comes to branding as well, when it comes to the strategy and the identity, we can actually create you we can craft you a branded document. So basically, that will entail all that's listed on the screen here. So evolution, origins, dogma, beliefs, principles, maxims, what makes you exceptional, what's your moat, what's the factors that cause or allow for differentiation for your brand, what are the enemies of the brand, what are the flaws of your brand, what are the associations. You have to be very clear as to what kind of people you would want to associate with, and also your language. What's the dialect, what's the vernacular, what's the slang, what's the jargon, what's the maxims of how your brand speaks, because your language and the way that the kind of language that is connected to your brand, depending on who it's angled and directed towards and communicating towards, there's a certain language, and if you speak that language, especially in your copywriting, it makes it a lot more palatable and relatable to the communicates to the ideal customer persona. So we also create that within the branding as well. So now, funnel optimization. So that basically just entails mapping out your customer's journey through the funnel. And so your funnel starts from your meta ads all the way to the end of, let's say, when they make a purchase, and thereafter. So the email flows, the SMS flows, all of that stuff. So we help you with that as well. And then meta advertisement, again, we already mentioned that, but there's creative strategy, and we help you embed a creative system and infrastructure to help you really be able to create, let's say, magnetic creatives. And we want to create creatives in such a way that they're very captivating. We want to stop the scroll. So we create scroll stopping creatives and videos and such, mainly still creatives, because they're a lot more low fidelity, they're a lot more easier to create. But just because something is easier to create and a lot more timely, it doesn't mean that they're not qualitative. So you can actually see some of them as evidenced here on the screen. The types of creators in which we can make, and there's usually templates and like heuristics and biases and psychological principles in which you can abide by when you're creating things to ensure that you're really meeting the metrics that would allow for a quote unquote captivating creative. And so that's what we help with. So basically, again, in a nutshell, branding, funnel optimization, and meta advertisement. There's going to be other pieces of information and not only that, but documents and videos. There may be videos added on this web page later on to help you, with branding, funnel optimization, and meta advertisement on your own accord for free. And there will also be a Gumroad website with those branded documents offered by Areculateir, in which you can download and read from yourself. You can go and throw it into, when you take those documents, you can download them, put them into Notebook LM, or put them into AI, Google Studio, or ChatGPT, whatever it is you want to use, or Cloud, and you can just extract the superseding critical key insights in those documents in which we're providing. So, which will also already be in those documents. But if you want that extra step and you want to really tailor the language of, say, ChatGPT, Cloud, or AI Google Studio to ensure that it speaks in your language so you can understand it, you can do that. Anyway, again, so that's the video. And for those of you who would be actually wanting to book in or to work with me, the solo creative-led studio owner, you can book in the call. And so basically on that call, I'll be able to get an idea of whether I can even help you or not, based upon what your brand is doing, if you even have one, what your digital presence is or lack thereof, and then basically we take whatever it is that you would have, and we work with that. And if you don't have anything to go off, we can build it from the ground up, and then go from there. So if that's you, there will be a button on this page, this Areculateir site that's hosting this Areculateir service. You can go click that link. It'll lead you to a Calendly page. You're just booking your call. It'll go from anywhere between 15 to 30 minutes. I have it 30 minutes as a time slot, but it can go shorter or it can go a bit longer. And then basically from that call, we can get an idea as to whether or not we can move things forward from thereafter. You can also message the Instagram page. There's an Areculateir Instagram social media, or you can actually message my personal Instagram social media as well. And we can, again, sort things out from there and figure things out from there and move forward or not, depending on what we find out in that conversation. Anyhow, so.